Good morning, folks. How are you on this beautiful Sunday morning? I hope you're feeling fine. I feel great. This morning, I've been asked to speak with you about achieving fluency in the English language. So I'd like to speak with you about my experience and my suggestions about achieving fluency. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Ken Ament. You can call me Mr. Ken, and I'm from America. Now, I'm not a school teacher. I'm not an English teacher at all. I'm an engineer. I'm a chemical engineer. And I've traveled all around the world using my English in order to be an oil engineer. But now I am retired. I think you say pension in Bahasa Indonesia. And I live here in Bogor, Indonesia. And what I like to do in my spare time is that I like to help with English. So I am not a professional teacher. I can only give you my own ideas based on my own experience. So I hope you find this to be helpful. During my talk from time to time, I will be looking at my notes because, I'm a little bit old, and so I have some notes written to help me with this talk. Old people sometimes forget things, right? I think in Bahasa Indonesia, you call that pikun. In English, the word is senile. So Mr. Ken is a little bit senile, and I need to follow my notes from time to time. So please forgive me. And one other thing is because I'm from America, and this is morning time, we have a habit in America of drinking coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. So from time to time, I'll be drinking my cup of coffee. So please forgive me. Okay, so I've been asked to do this video, and I'm an engineer, so I'm going to use an outline form because that's what engineers do, and I hope you don't find this too boring. Let's see. The first thing we need to do is we need to define what is fluency. What are we trying to achieve by becoming fluent in the English language? You need to set an objective based on the definition of fluency that you want to achieve. Perhaps you need this fluency to progress in school. Perhaps you need this fluency to go to a new school. Maybe you want to get your TOEFL score high so you can travel abroad for school. Or perhaps you want your fluency for some kind of work. If you want to work in a hotel or perhaps as a tour guide, then you need strong verbal fluency. If you're going to go to school or work in a job, perhaps you need strong written fluency. So you need to define the type of fluency that you'd like to achieve. And you need to balance that. We can speak very well, but maybe we can't write so well. So we need to have writing fluency and verbal fluency, grammar, spelling, and all other aspects of English you need to consider when you set your goal. Also, there's two world languages of English. One is American English, which is what I speak, or else British English. You should focus on learning one of those two languages. That's my suggestion. Of course, there's Singapore English, there's Indian English, there's Australian, New Zealand English. You can learn those, but those are not really considered the world languages. British English or American English are one of the two that you should choose. Yes? Another thing you need to do is you need to set a schedule. Think of a schedule that you can actually achieve in order to achieve fluency. I strongly suggest you have a daily schedule where you try to improve your English at least once a day for a few minutes. I think anybody can find a few minutes every day to practice anything. I suggest you try doing that with English. And you need to look at milestones. That means that when you set your schedule, you have a milestone of achieving some level of fluency, learning 50 new words, pronouncing the TH sound, something within 1 week or 1 month. And you finally have to have a goal to achieve your fluency target. I want to be fluent enough to get a good score in TOEFL within 6 months. You need to have a goal and a schedule that you can achieve. Don't set unrealistic goals or unrealistic schedules, because you'll be disappointed and you will not achieve those, and maybe you'll give up. So let me talk about some suggested methods to improve your fluency. First thing is very simple. If you see a foreigner, you can speak a little English anyway. Use it. Don't be afraid. Go up to the foreigners and say, hello. Hello, how are you? Now, if he's busy, he may ignore you, or he may say hello back. He may even start a conversation with you, or perhaps he needs some help reading a map or getting directions, and you can try your best to help him. And in that way, you'll get to practice your English as well as perhaps help him. Don't be shy. Every one of you can speak some English. Go ahead and try to use it if you have the opportunity. You can also get involved in free online English clubs, an English club that is active. I've seen several on the internet. I think one is called Eagle English here in Bogor, and there's a number of other ones where you can sign up and you can have group chats, and they send you information about English, and it helps you to improve your English and gives you some friends who are also interested in the same objective. And that's always useful if you're going to work for something, to have some other people who are also interested in the same goal working with you. Another easy thing to do, and I think many of you do it, is to watch movies in English. Now, the way I suggest that you do this is that you get a copy of the movie, put it on your computer, and first watch it with subtitles, Bahasa Indonesia subtitles. That way, you'll understand exactly what the plot and what the sequence of the movie is. And then you watch it again with the subtitles all turned off. Not the English subtitles, not the Bahasa subtitles. This way, you are watching the action, recalling what the action is about, and listening intently to the English. Later, perhaps, you can turn on the English subtitles, but don't always use English or Bahasa subtitles. Otherwise, you won't focus on listening to the words and practicing the words. Another very useful thing is to read. Read a lot. Read at a level that you can understand English. You'll learn new words from the context, and it'll help you develop your English ability. There are a number of pronunciation guides on YouTube where you can learn improved pronunciation. Words like tree and three. Three. The TH sound is very difficult. Tree, three. Or the RL sound. Girl, girl. These new sounds are very difficult for Indonesian speakers, and you need to practice them again and again. Watch the video to see the proper mouth formation, and Look in the mirror when you say it to make sure you're saying it the proper way. You can try using your English at home with your friends, with your family. Everybody knows a few English words, so go ahead and try and use your English with your family, your friends. Another thing I've seen people do is put tags in English of various objects at home. You put a sticker on the chair that says chair, and that'll remind you that that's a chair, and you'll use that word chair. Put a sticker on the window, on the door, on the mirror. Put lots of stickers in English in your home, and when you see the sticker, say the name and identify it against the object. It will really, really improve your English over time. And there's one more thing that I found that I think is very useful, is online resources. The free ones, yeah? I'm asking your teacher to put an example here below this video of one of the ones that I found. And in this one that I've found, and many others, it has lots and lots of suggestions on how you might improve your fluency. They talk about movies, they talk about songs, English songs, and that's a fun way to learn English. And it also helps you learn some slang terms. It suggests a number of YouTube channels that are focused on improving your English fluency. There's news reports that you can watch. There's a number of British or American TV stations, TV sitcoms or channels or movies that you'd like to see. There's podcasts where you can listen and help improve your listening comprehension and your pronunciation. And also, you need to learn some slang terms, common slang terms, and idioms. Yeah, maybe we just take a couple of minutes, because one thing I like to do is to try to improve pronunciation. So again, let's go over that TH sound. That's a difficult sound. The number 3. Look closely at my mouth and my tongue. 3. 3. The other word is tree. Tree, 3. Tree, 3. Or perhaps the RL sound. Girl. Another word is Earl. Earl. That's all in the tongue. Very difficult, but you need to practice these kinds of sounds to become fluent in conversation. So I'd like to say thank you for the time that you spent listening to me, and perhaps you learned a little bit. I do have a nice little quote, and I'll have to read that, about what someone has written about becoming fluent. Opening the door of another language opens many doors of opportunity in life. So please remember that. If you can become fluent, if you can learn English well, it'll open many, many doors for you. Cultural doors, doors of understanding, school doors, work doors, like for me, working international. Many things will help you if you achieve the goal of becoming fluent in English. Okay, I hope you enjoy your morning. See you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.